Thank you. Thank you very much indeed. Thank you. That's enough of that crap. I've been asked what have I been doing for the last 4 years. I haven't been on television for 4 years. People say, what have I been doing? I actually retired. I still am retired. But to keep myself during my retirement in a manner to which I'm accustomed to, I have to work. It's a kind of Irish retirement. People say, what have I been doing over the last 4 years? Well, according to statisticians, over the last 4 years, as an average person, I sleep an average of 8 hours every night. Now, 8 hours over a period of 4 years, that's 16 months. Cooking and eating takes up 3 hours every day, so that's 6 months. Telephoning people 3 hours a day, that's another 6 months. According to statisticians, as a city dweller, I probably spend 3 hours every day slowly maneuvering through traffic jams. So there's another 3 months. Time spent bathing over a 4-year period is 2 months. Shaving is another 2 months. Time spent on the lavatory, 3 months. Not all in one go. So that means I get up in the morning, shave, go to the kitchen, eat, make a few phone calls, get in a traffic jam, come home, have a crap and go to bed. What else has changed over the last 4 years? I've changed. I'm 4 years older. I don't actually... Some people do object to getting old. I don't. Not when you consider the alternative. It really is. I mean, it really is my ambition just to get old. I just want to get old. I just want to get older and older and older and older. I actually want to get my telegram from the Queen and keep going. It's my ambition to be able to look back on my old age. And in this aging process, as we age, we all have a kind of a totally different attitude to what we would call life expectancy, the years in life expectancy. I mean, when you're in your teens, aging has got nothing to do with you. Aging has got to do with other people, old people. Old people get aged. And then when you're 20, you kind of think, if I live to be 40, I'll be happy. 40 to 20-year-old is ancient. Decay. Christ, I'd rather be dead than 40. And then when you're 30, you're thinking, geez, at 40? Surely I'm entitled to live a few more years than 40. How about 55? Go on, how about 55? Give me 55. I'll be happy with 55. You get to 55, 75, 75! You get to 75, you think, shit, 76, please God, 76. Then when you're 83, it makes no difference because you've gone. You're into a second childhood thinking, when I grow up, I'm going to be an engine driver. And then there's all those arseholes. You ever come to those arseholes who say things like, I never want to be old. I don't want to grow old. They're always around kind of 30, 33 years of age. I never want to grow old. I never want to reach a situation where I'm totally helpless, incapable of taking care of myself. Totally dependent on other people. I don't want to reach that stage. I'd kill myself first. Crap. Because by the time they get to that point, they're a bit gaga. They know they want to kill somebody, but they can't remember who it is. One of the things, increasingly, I'm a member of the older generation, is that we envy the young. I don't envy the young, their youth, or their future. What I envy in the young, it's their energy. I mean, we older generation, we try to conserve our energy. They waste it. I walk up the stairs, people go... I carefully descend stairs. A bloody mountain goat gone by me. It's rather like being somebody with limited spending, watching somebody who's got an open checkbook. And the whole kind of thing, I don't mind them having the energy. They don't know how to use it. That's the trouble. They have all that energy, but they don't know how to use it. I know how to use it. I don't have it. They have this extraordinary ability to burn the candle at both ends. Have the capability of staying up all night. Not to mention the sexual prowess, which is the same thing, I suppose. powers of recuperation. I mean, when you get old, you begin to notice the powers of recuperation are enormous. I mean, I go out in the booze. It takes me 3 or 4 days to get over it now. Walking around with blinding headaches, amnesia, nausea, appetite's gone, bloody tadpoles running in front of my eyes. The young, totally different. They'll hammer 14 pints into themselves. Whack, in one go. Spend 3 hours in a discotheque, jumping up and down. Another hour trying to tell this female that the man that's standing in front of her, this Hulk with pimples, pissed out of his mind, is Adonis. They'll get home, they'll spend an hour and a half with their head in the bowl, vomiting. 2 hours sleep, they're up, down into the kitchen. Where's the food? And they'll sit there and half an hour, they're going through a box of Crispies, a loaf of bread, pint and a half of milk, 6 eggs and a pound of bacon. They sit there finishing up, scratching themselves, belching, farting, saying, when's lunch? Not only in the aging process, interesting, not only psychologically what actually happens as we age, we ourselves age, we tend to protect ourselves from the aging process by seeing ourselves in a different age. And this happens to us all. We all see ourselves in the age where we feel most suited. I walk down the road, I think to myself, maybe 30. That's how I think, 30. I'm going down the road swinging, 30 years old. That's how I see myself. And then I see myself reflected in the shop window. And there's a moment of recognition, and I think, who's that old bastard over there? And one of the surest telltale signs of aging is your skin. Your skin losing what is called the elasticity of the skin, the stretch. When you're young, you have a tight-fitting skin. As you get older, it gets looser. Do you remember as a child? Do you remember as a child pulling the skin on the back of your hand? You pull it like that. Pull it right, let it go, whack! Straight back. I do that now, look. 8 bloody seconds. It's happening all over the body. It's like some great gravitational pull is on me. Everything's beginning to sag, everything. And the eyes sag, the jowls, the boobs, the belly, the bum, bloody kneecaps. It's all drooping. It's happening to us all. What is actually happening is your skin is losing its elasticity. That's what's actually happening. Skin. The skin actually is quite an interesting subject. Do you know that we all shed skin? Do you know that? Do you know that we shed skin? Each and every one of us, every man, woman, and child in the world shed skin. Over an hour, each and every one of us shed something like 10,000 minute scales of skin. Over a 3-day period, we shed 1 total layer of skin. This is fact. This is not makeup. This is fact. Do you know that something like 90% of the dust in the world is made up from dead human skin? How do you feel about that? You think you're dusting your house. You're not. You're just moving your grandmother around. And also people think in the aging process that grey hair is a sign of aging. It can be a feature. It can be a part and parcel of the aging process, but it's not necessarily the cause of grey hair. You can become grey because of various different reasons. It can be hereditary. A malfunction of the genes can cause greyness. Anemia causes greyness. Lacking vitamin B and vitamin F causes greyness. Vast quantities of liquids cause greyness. Shock causes greyness. Terror, fear, shock can actually, it's been recorded that a man went from being totally black-haired to totally white-haired in something like 7 minutes. Now, it's an interesting thing. I mean, The body hair on my body, I'm going grey on the top of my head, but the rest of my body hair is black. My eyebrows are black, my beard is black, my hands are black, my legs, black, chest, black. I noticed recently that I was having a bath, I noticed that I have my first white pubic hair. Now, what did he see that the others didn't see? Can you imagine one of those little grey hairs, or little hairs turning around to the grey hair and saying, what did you see? I saw. Ah, another one. 2 greys. The hair is interesting because, I don't know, it's a change in metabolism, but the hair, the texture, the quality of the hair over the years changes itself. It becomes more coarse and harsh. For example, years ago, all my eyebrows were uniform in length. Well, about 3 or 4 years ago, I'm just sitting there kind of talking to someone, as you casually do, and I'm just stroking my eyebrows, just like. And I suddenly come across a hair which doesn't belong in there. I just pull it and it goes. My Christ, it was about 1.5 inches long, bloody hair. Now, that was abnormal at that time. Now, it's the normal. All the little ones have gone. My eyebrows are shooting off in all directions. 1/2 inch, 1/4 inch, 1 inch. Isn't it amazing? My ears, which years ago had no hairs in them, now have forests, clumps, bushes. Not growing into my ear, coming out of my ear. My nose is a hirsute factory. They just keep on descending like a bloody forest. I attack them with scissors, tweezers. Now, what in the name of Christ is happening to my body? I'm losing the hair off the top of my head, and it's coming out of every orifice in my face. And there are other things in the aging process. Is that your eyes start to change. They suddenly go. And you don't realize, that's extraordinary, you don't realize it's your eyesight. I actually thought it was something to do with my arms. I mean, I pick up a book, and I go. So I went to see an optician, and he explained, in that knowledgeable way that they all have, arseholes. Well, it's just a natural change. It's your body evolving. It's nature's way of protecting you. What the hell is that about? Why do you need to see things that are further away when you're old? Surely you need to see the things that are bloody nearer to you, like the steps, curves, other pedestrian, lampposts. I can see the bus at 300 yards. I can't find a bus stop. I went to see this optician. Hey, I got my glasses. I got my first pair of glasses. Do you know the most amazing thing about getting your first pair of glasses? As soon as you get these glasses, your bloody memory goes. I put my glasses on, take them off in this second. I have no idea where they are. I'm walking around like a dickhead thinking, where are my glasses? I actually spent half of my life, my diminishing years, looking for bloody glasses. I write myself little notes now. Your glasses are on the mantel shelf. I find a note, I can't read it, I've got no bloody glasses.